Yes, sir. Geeks all over the globe, guys. Welcome to a brand spanking new episode of Cuz We Geeked, where we encourage you guys to stay geeked, man. Listen, it is the man rocking the shirt of hope. It is your boy, Real.
It's your boy Will, and what it do?
Yes, sir, guys and ladies. We are back with a brand spanking new one, guys. Y'all already know how we do this, man. Every Saturday morning, we out here geeking out with y'all, talking about all things geeked in the culture of movies and television. So we definitely got a lot to get into. We weren't here last Saturday, but we're here today. So we definitely got a lot to get into, man. We had so much to get into that we probably cut out some things, man, just to try to condense the show as much as we can, man. So we about to
Yeah,
get this thing going. Cuz, you ready?
yes, sir. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Listen, man, there's a reason why I'm rocking this t-shirt today, guys. As y'all know, we got a special movie coming out here next year. It's already getting ready to start filming, and we're talking about Superman Legacy. Because is it still called Superman Legacy?
I do believe something done changed.
What you say? I ain't know nothing about this. Check this out. First official look at Superman's logo in Superman Legacy. So this is the first official look at the Superman logo of Superman Legacy shared by James Gunn. The film has officially been retitled to Superman. So I forgot to put that's just the wrong little headline, but yeah, the movie is now titled to just Superman. It's not Superman Legacy anymore. So that's encouraging right there, man. So for those
Yeah.
who are wondering how this, I know they probably don't get a really good look at the logo. So this is kind of what the logo is going to look like this. This is from the Kingdom Come, uh, just, Superman. This is his press with the black background, but the background's not going to be black. It's going to be yellow, as y'all saw from the picture. So just kind of give you an idea. This is what the Superman is going to look like. Which is, I'm not mad at it, man.
No, not
You
at all.
know,
It looks dope.
and once again, because it shows James Gunn's geeky side.
Yeah.
As you can see, he pulled this out of thin air and decided to go with this S. We saw different iterations of the S. I guess he wanted to kind of do something different, something that has not been seen on the screen before, and we got it with this, man. So, what's your takes on it, man?
I think it's needed. That's what this new DC is huge about. It's being different. It's going to follow. It's when I say different, as far as on screen different. It's still going to follow a lot of the. Uh, it's going to have the foundation. It's going to follow a lot of the source material, the comics, of course, and him reading the comics and being a geek. I think helps it. And I feel like it allow him to pull from different areas within the comics, so that it makes it that much more entertaining instead of just something just off the whim, So for them changing it from Superman Legacy to just Superman, I think it's huge. It shows that this is it. Uh, I don't think we were going to talk about it, but they have like the Lois and Superman show or Superman and Lois show that was on Max. They canceled it, and part of the reason they canceled it was they didn't want that to conflict against this new Superman that's dropping. Mind you, that was a very good show. Like it was a really good show, well created. The action was well done. Like it was a really good show. So that shows the importance of this movie that's dropping for them. They cancel a successful show to minimize the conflict of their Superman. So I'm really looking forward to it. It's just showing the impact of this or the importance of this. So yeah, I like it. Going from the logo update and the name change. I think it's really. I think it's right now. Everything is looking positive, but like we say, in gun we trust.
What was that last part again for the people in the back?
In gun we trust.
Bro, you still got folks online like saying this ain't gonna work and all that. I can't stand people because I said this before. We've had these same people screaming that the whole Michael Keaton wasn't gonna work.
Yeah,
What's his name to play Joker? Heath Ledger wasn't gonna work. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like,
yeah,
bruh,
and both of them put out iconic performances.
Christian Bale was. Ben Affleck wasn't gonna work. All that stuff, man.
No,
So That's why I say, bro, look, man, just let it play out. Like I said, if it
Hmm.
plays out and it don't turn out well, okay then. You know,
Yeah,
like the guy hasn't even put a trailer out yet. We don't know what it's gonna look like. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
but anyway, like I said, it's in gun we trust over here, man. So, not only did we get to see the new S, not only do we finally officially get the title of the name, because that's another thing too. I think I saw people saying I thought they already had a Superman movie.
Hmm.
Actually, to be technically, the very first Christopher Reeve Superman movie was called Superman the movie.
Yeah,
So this is the first time we actually called Superman, which I'm surprised. Like James Gunn didn't call it like Man of Tomorrow or something like that. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
So
Add a little bit to it.
yeah, going. I mean, he's pretty much going off of. Supposedly, he's going off of All Star Superman, kind of taking elements from that. So
Yeah,
I'm surprised he's not calling it like Man of Tomorrow or something like that. So,
yeah,
but yeah, we got some other Superman news, man. You sent this to me yesterday. Check this out.
yeah. It is.
Wendell Pierce has been cast as Perry White in Superman. He says according to the THR, Wendell Price has been cast as Perry White in James Gunn's Superman. Man, listen, what you think, cuz?
I love it. I absolutely love it. And so when it comes to his career, if you follow his movies and shows, it's been fantastic. His more recent work with Jack Ryan has been top notch. I think that's like reinvigorated me to enjoying his shows and
Mm-hmm.
this content, and to go from the Jack Ryan to moving over to Superman. It's like, yeah, okay, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Just his mood, his attitude, his demeanor for it, I think it's perfect. Great casting. I was wondering, just like you, who they would end up in that role, because that is a big role. You can't. That's not. So the thing that DC wanted was a bunch of big names within this movie to pull people in, but then James is like, we don't need everybody getting a big name. We need some big names, but we also need young people like your younger Superman, your younger Lois, to be able to grow with the this movie and moving and with the DCU moving forward. And I think this is that helps with it. You have the big name and Wendell Pierce to help pull people in, and then you still have the young Superman and Lois. So I love it. I mean, it's great casting. It's great casting. I'm looking forward to what he brings to the role. What you think?
Oh, I love it too. I don't think he necessarily is a big name. He's not really a household name. I think he's one of those people that people seen in movies and stuff like that. I
Yeah,
think Nicholas Holt's probably the biggest name in this movie. The fact that you're just getting actors, I think a lot of things too that goes into the factor of what James Gunn looking for as far as people in roles and how he builds a film is
mm-hmm.
chemistry. I
Yeah,
think that's very important to him too. And so, like you said, man, that was the last piece that we didn't hear any news about being
yeah,
cast. So I'm happy to hear that he's cast at it, man. I think he's going to do a great job as Perry White. As soon as I seen when you sent me that, and I seen that, I said, okay, yeah, that's perfect right there, bro. I wouldn't have pictured him. I mean, you could have got anybody as Perry White, but be getting him for that
yeah,
role, it's pretty. I like it, man. I
yeah,
definitely like it. I think he could bring something to that role. Um, this movie right now is starting to shape up. Right now, I know that
mm,
the cast are excited. We've seen like set photos of them together and all that stuff, and
yeah,
we starting. I think we kind of got leaked photos of how what's I'm blanking on the man's name, David,
yeah,
Superman. David Cornsweet or Sweet, I think is how you pronounce. I don't really know how you pronounce it. I haven't heard it out loud yet, but the guy who plays Superman, I think there was a leaked photo, but somebody was telling me it was a fake, so I'm not 100% sure. But he himself tweeted out the crest
yeah,
on Twitter, so I'm excited, man. I think we've been talking about this for a long time. We talk about the importance of this movie as far as it helping to kick off the new DCU.
yeah.
And I'm glad that James Gunn, like we said, I know in James Gunn we trust over here and all that stuff. I'm just glad that James Gunn is really doing his due diligence with this movie, man. To
Yeah,
the point that he got the Kingdom Come S, man. Like
yeah. It's
I don't,
huge.
I didn't, I'm not gonna lie to you. I never thought I would see the Kingdom Come S on the screen, bro. I never thought I would have saw that, man. But
Yeah,
like I said, shout out to James Gunn, man. So far, so good, man. Can't wait to get the first trailer and see how this looks. I really think this is gonna be a good movie, man. If I had to kind of hedge my bets on it, I think it's gonna be a good movie because what movie has James Gunn made that wasn't good? You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I believe that he will get this thing going, man. I feel like the DCU will be moving in the right direction.
yeah.
I know Stephen Amell kind of had some comments. He sounded like one of these idiots that's on the on the internet, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Just I don't know. He sounded like somebody who's bitter because he didn't get a call or whatever. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I was thinking
Anyway,
about that too, because like I kind of see where he's coming from as far as like don't post everything and just give it to us, but also it's like I feel like Gunn is posting to build that anticipation too. You can't
yeah.
just go silent with this type of movie and then just drop it on everybody.
You said Star Wars.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay, I got you. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Okay.
But yes, that's what I feel like he's doing. It's like he's building anticipation. It's like, yo, we got this. Then there'll be like a few more weeks. Then we got this. So I think it's more about just building anticipation, building the excitement to show that it's coming. Get ready for it. It's going to be something new. It's going to be exciting. So I think I, I at this point I don't have an issue with what Gunn is doing. And plus, like I said, what we've done previous, once they hit a certain time period until the movie's coming out, that's when we just stop watching and looking for updates, or stop looking for new trailers. Because at that point, it's like, okay, I don't want to see anything that could or
Spoil.
anything, any major spoilers or anything like that. It's like, nope, nothing new, nothing new. I've seen two new trailers. I'm good at this point. So hopefully he'll keep up with that. Just give us the teaser, a couple teasers, a couple big trailers, and then just leave it at that.
And also too, it's not like he's not trying to move forward with trying to get some of those projects starting. Like we just heard the news that they casted Supergirl, so it's not like
Mm-hmm.
he's not trying to get those things off the ground, or get them started or whatever. Because it
Yeah,
sounds like, hey, I did say we're gonna make these movies, and
yeah,
we also remember we heard a few weeks ago that they're already gonna start looking for the new Batman and all that stuff, right? So
yeah,
it's not
yeah.
like they're not in the process of trying to get the stuff started. You know what I'm saying? It's, like I said, this ain't Star Wars. We're like, yep, hey, we coming out with that Boba Freak movie,
Yeah,
and like 2 years later, hey, come up to that Boba Freak movie.
yeah,
What Boba Freak movie?
yeah.
Come on. I thought we was coming out
Exactly.
with a Boba Freak movie. That's what they told me. I don't know, but
Yeah.
so with him, we see him trying to make the necessary moves, man. When he actually, matter of fact, they remember they hired James Mangold to direct Swamp Thing. Remember?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yep.
So he's taking the steps. Then he
Yeah.
got Andy Muschietti to direct the new Batman Brave and the Bold movie. So it's not like
Yeah.
he's not taking the steps into to getting this stuff started, bro. So
Exactly.
people just be talking, man. You know how it go.
Yeah. Yeah.
But all right,
And
cuz.
so also, we it was 2 weeks ago. Last time we did a show, we were talking about. It was mentioned that typically it would be the director that would do casting for certain things because he ended up casting Supergirl instead of the director.
Mm,
So I thought about it. I think it was better for him to cast it because the director is only doing that one movie or a couple of Supergirl movies or whatever, but he's over the entire DCU. So he's putting together, like you saying, as far as making sure that everybody works together. You need a Supergirl that can actually work with Superman, like your current Superman. So you need
right.
that. You need to know that immediately. So you wouldn't want to wait a while to find out which Supergirl you want to match with Superman. You need to know that ASAP because they're going to be doing movies together. Same for Batman. If he ends up being the one that casts Batman, that to me that would mean we're going to end up getting Batman and Superman on the screen together for them to be able to work together. So that's why I had thought about it. It's like, yeah, most of the time you want your director doing the casting, but when it's coming to this type of situation, you want the overall guy that as great as someone as great as Gunn to do the casting, because it won't be just the one movie that they'll be in. They're going to be in several movies, and they're going to be working with cast from other areas within the DCU. So I think that was huge for him to take that role.
Or or
Uh-huh.
they already know who the director is, and maybe they're working with the director behind the scenes.
Oh yeah, that's very true. That's very possible.
We
Yeah,
don't always get the news as soon as it happens. There's a lot of
yeah,
times that we get the news like 5, 6 months, and they
mhm.
already cast like this. Remember, we already knew that Marvel casted the Fantastic Four. When
Yeah,
did we officially hear about the Fantastic Four? Like a year or two later, right?
yeah, yeah.
So a lot of times they already have their guy or girl or whatever,
Hmm.
and we just not getting the news until months or years down the line. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So maybe he already has his idea of who his director is. They're working together, and they casted Supergirl. We don't know that,
yeah,
so
yeah,
that could be the case too.
yeah.
But yeah, man. That was all the Superman legacy news. I'm sorry, Superman news. Now it's called
Yeah.
Superman. So, all right, cuz you ready to get into the? I'm sorry, ready to get into the quick hits.
Yeah, that.
Listen, man. Let's go ahead and get into the quick hits, man. This is the news that's been dropping throughout the week. Check this out, guys. Rogue One, Gareth Edwards set to direct Jurassic World 4. The film is scheduled for July 2025 theatrical release. That's next year, next summer, man. The Jurassic World franchise is moving ahead with the fourth movie, and Universal has finally found the director to bring it to life. So, yeah, man. What you think, cuz?
I'm
Actually,
excited.
one more thing. One more thing.
Yeah, yeah.
So supposedly they I couldn't find it. I saw it. I think you sent it to me or something. I couldn't find it. But the news right now is that they retitled this movie to Jurassic City.
Oh, yeah. I didn't send that. I would have definitely remember that.
Yeah. Okay, so I thought I sent it to you. Did I send it to you? I thought I sent it to you because I couldn't
uh,
find it. But
I don't
yeah,
remember
so
that
I
one.
saw something where they said it might be called Jurassic City.
Yeah. Okay. I'm here for it. I'm.
Exactly.
It's like as our viewers should know by now, when it comes to like this isn't like a fad for us. Like this is a way of life when it comes to these movies, like your Jurassic Worlds, your Superman, your DC, your MCU. So the when it comes for Jurassic World 4, it's we're going to go see it. Like it didn't matter overall who they was going to put in that position. Like we're going to see it. But the fact that they put him in that position to direct the movie makes it that much better because we talked about Rogue One as far as being one of the best Star Wars movies ever
My favorite.
created. It has the to me the greatest Star Wars moment when Darth Vader was walking through Mofo's at the end of it. Like that moment, like that, it was a 2 minute sequence, and it was probably the greatest 2 minutes within the other movies. Uh, but yeah, for him to be part of this is fantastic. I think they trying to bring up the last movie or two wasn't as great as far as like the accepting of it. I, I didn't see too. I didn't think they were too bad. I enjoyed them for what they are. So for them to bring him on, I think they're trying to bring a little bit more umph to it. So I'm really excited about it.
Yeah, like I said, he directed Rogue One. He also directed The Creator. If y'all haven't seen The Creator, I need to go watch that
I
movie,
just watched that. I think it's 2 weeks ago. It was a really great
bro.
movie.
Really, 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 really good movie, man. So shout out to
Yeah,
Garrett Edwards.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm with it, man. Like I said, they talking about Jurassic City. I can see it being a situation where it's like, the dinosaurs are taking over this one city, and like a family got to escape the city or something like that, man. Keep it
yeah,
more grounded, more personal. You know what I'm saying
yeah.
with the dinosaurs, kind of like how they did with the original Jurassic Park. And I
Hmm.
think it should be successful, bro. So I'm definitely with it, man. So hey, bring on the Jurassics.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, cuz get into this next one here, man. So a Spider-Man villains animated film is in the works at Sony. According to Insider Daniel RPK, an animated film based off of Spider-Man's villains is in the works at Sony. The project will reportedly feature various iconic villains of the web slinger as the leads. The other animated film in is the female-led Spider-Woman story. Of course, we already knew about the Spider-Woman story. So,
Yeah.
what's your thoughts on this, bro?
Are they going? Are they saying like it's going to be kind of like what we're getting right now as far as the Spider Verse? Is it going to be like that? Because if it's going to be like Senator Six, made up like the Spider Verse, yo, that's going to be lit.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know why they're saying villain film. Just say Sinister Six.
Yeah,
Unless they
exactly.
want to have more than six, then that's like, man, I don't know, bro.
Yeah, I think if you go beyond that, you're doing too much. But you give us a animated Senator Six, bro.
In that Spider Verse type style.
Yeah. Oh, yo.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that will be wild. I'll be here for it. And I will. As we know, Sony has struggled with their movies, especially their live action movies,
Mm-hmm.
but their animation has been fire. That's where your Spider Verse comes from. So I'm really looking forward to them being able to get that built up and have. Please let it be. Please let it be Senator Six, because that will be
We got a
huge.
guest in the building, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Telling everybody hi.
But
That,
yeah, no. Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I know. I would just say that. Yeah, let it be that Senator Six animation. Yo. So where do I need to mail my wallet to?
Yeah, like you said, man. The only thing Sony been getting right is the animated stuff.
Fire.
Unfortunately, cause we gonna get into something else here in a little bit, but yeah, I'm with you, man. If they do it within the universe, kind of in the universe of the Spider Verse that we've been seeing here in the movie theaters, man, I'm down for it, bro. And
Yeah.
just stop using that Spider-Man villains, Sinister Six. If you're not gonna make it a Sinister Six, I'm not trying to hear about it, bro. You know what I'm
That
saying?
part. That
Like,
part.
I know Sony been dying to do a Sinister Six for the longest or whatever. So
Yeah.
if they do a Sinister Six in that style, I'm definitely down, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, man. Let's get to this next one here. Uh-oh. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem sequel is set to release date of October 9th. Somebody's birthday. We don't know who that is. 2026. He says last summer's reboot grossed 180 million at the box office. Says Cowabunga. Paramount Pictures has announced that the Heroes in a Half Shell will return to the big screen when its untitled Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem, blah, blah. Mutant Mayhem oozes into the theaters on October 9th of 2026. So we got about 2 years away, cuz a little over 2 years away.
It's gonna be lit.
What what you
The
think, man? What you think?
I was going to say keep going the way that they have with this last one. Keep the meat of the actually the meat guess all of it was fantastic. Just keep it moving forward. I'm excited about it. I think it tracks about the proper time period because the last one dropped. So it'll be 3 years between the two movies. The length of it takes for animation, then you got to do voiceovers, and then all the cut downs and everything. So 3 years, I think, is a proper timeline for it. Really looking forward to it because that first one, it was fun. The animation was different. Like we talked about, the animation was different. The energy was different. It brought something new to the screen. Yeah, we've seen Ninja Turtles a lot over the years, but it was just it felt different. So I hope that they keep that going. It was different, and I really enjoyed it.
Man, I told you when I saw the trailers, we talked about on the show. When I saw the trailers, like I don't know about this. Of course, I'm gonna see it or whatever.
Yeah,
But I wasn't really sure about this at the movie. I was like, I don't know.
yeah,
Surprised the bleep out of me, bro. When I went to actually see it, I'm like, yo. And when it hit
yeah.
Paramount, man, I watched it again a couple times, bro. Like,
Same.
definitely looking forward to the sequel, man. Do you think they're gonna have Shredder in the forefront? 'Cause we saw him at the end of the. Oh, sorry, spoiler alert if you haven't seen it.
Yeah.
We saw Shredder in the post credit scene. So you think they're gonna probably make him the main villain, or you gonna think they're gonna probably wait maybe one more movie and then kind of make him like the main bad guy?
So if they're if they go 3 or 4 deep with these movies, I can see them waiting one more. Well, if they go 4 deep, I can see them
Damn.
waiting one more. If
You
it's
think they'll
just
wait that
three,
long, bro? If we do four?
no, no, no. I'm just saying, like he will be major, but I don't think he'll be at the forefront. I think
Oh,
they'll bring
okay.
somebody else.
So you saying they gonna
But if
Thanos him?
yeah, exactly. But if it's just three, then yeah, he's going to be forefront. He's going to be that dude for this one. But uh, you know what? Scratch that. Yeah, he's going to be at the forefront. You wouldn't have him in that type of situation as far as like the post credit scene. Like you highlighted him being around. So I think he will be the forefront villain for the next one. As long as they don't try to kill him off, because he's too big of a character. He's just not. He's not. He's
That's
a
what I was
villain.
scared of.
He's a villain, but he's not just a villain. Like he's a major character within the mutant realm. So I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, I think he'll be the forefront. He'll be your major villain. So and what they'll probably end up doing is he will probably win this movie, and then they will probably get back at him in the third one, and then it'll
Oh,
be the
they gonna
closeout
Thanos
for the
that
fourth.
joint.
Yeah, so I
Nah,
think
he
it'll
trying
be
to
going back.
Thanos that man.
Yeah, I think I think this can go 4 deep. He win this one, they win that one, and then the final one, part four, will be basically break them down all the way. So yeah, that's what I'm going with.
Okay. So you out here writing scripts out here now. Okay, okay.
Yeah, Doug. Yeah, Doug.
Check this out, man. Bad news, cuz.
Uh-oh.
So Invincible creator says Spider-Man will never appear on the show. Invincible creator Rob Kirkman says Spider-Man will never appear on the show. Rumors recently sparked about a cameo from the web slinger after Josh Keaton was announced to join the cast, since Keaton previously voiced Peter Parker on Spectacular Spider-Man. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I know everybody's been kind of wondering because they got Nordstrom here in season 2. He's known for multiverse hopping, and in the comics, Invincible spent a little time with Spider-Man. So a lot of people were speculating and kind of hoping that Spider-Man was going to be in Invincible in season 2. So we just got the news here from the creator himself. He will not be in the show, man.
Yeah.
What you got? What you think? Cuz
They couldn't even say his doggone name in Madam Web. I didn't expect him in anything else.
you know what, bro? To be honest with you, I guess because like I shouldn't have drunk the Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Everybody was saying, like I said, the guy who voiced him in Spectacular Spider-Man was a good cartoon show. I don't know why when Disney bought owned well
Fox.
yeah, they bought Fox Kids and canceled it or whatever. They completely canceled that show and started that was it Ultimate Spider-Man or whatever it is, stupid show.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I was kind of drinking the Kool-Aid. I'm not gonna lie to you, cause I thought we were gonna get Spider-Man in there, cause like it was like a
Yeah.
lot of people kind of talking and stuff, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
maybe this will happen.
Yeah.
But like you said, it doesn't matter. I mean, it probably they don't have the rights or whatever. They would have had to ask Sony permission. Probably would have had to
Mhm.
break off a little check or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that's why I say, man, I'm not really too mad about it. It would have been interesting to see, because it
Yeah.
happened in the comics. So and it's
Yeah.
only 8 episodes, man, or should I say 4 episodes now? Because you got 4 more
Yeah.
episodes to go. So I don't know how they would have been able to kind of squeeze that in there anyway. So
Yeah.
it's all good, man.
They don't need it anyway. Like the show's great. You don't need to do anything extra. I'll go out of your way to do anything extra like that. Just keep going with what you already got.
Exactly. So it is what it is.
Like
All
I
right,
said,
cuz you ready?
they can't even say his name in a movie. How he gonna be in another show? So I'm upset about that. All right, yeah, I'm ready.
Boy, you just had to bring it up, didn't you? Jesus, boy. Marvel wants mutants and Fantastic Four to be the focus of Phase 7. Says according to Variety, Kevin Feige wants the mutants and the Fantastic Four to be the main focus of the MCU Phase 7. The Fantastic Four is set to reintroduce Marvel's first family in a period piece film starring Pedro Pascal and Vanessa Kirby. Yeah,
About
um,
time. About time.
I guess I guess I could believe that, bro.
Mhm.
Um, the period piece, yes, we saw the pictures. I think everybody knows it's from the 60s.
Yeah.
So that part, yeah, I believe that part. But we've heard so many. 'Cause remember, we also heard that they want to ground the next phase. Oh,
Yeah,
it's sorry, phase 7. Okay. Ooh, dang, that's
out.
ooh, bro, that's like 2 phases down. We on phase 5.
Yeah,
I didn't pay attention to that part. So we didn't even made it to phase 6 yet.
yeah,
Jesus, I mean, maybe that could be true then. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
That could be true. God
And
dang,
that would give
phase
them
7,
time
bro.
to build it up to phase six could be the build up for it.
Jesus, bro, phase 7. I wonder how they gonna. I wonder. Okay, but yeah, you know, yeah, I can see it. I can see
Yeah,
it, bro. Um, because like I said, they do need to have another main focus if they're not going to do Avengers anymore. So
yeah.
yeah, I'm cool with it, bro. I'm cool with it. Cause you already stroked the fire, and now the flames are burning, bro. So it's webbing time. Madam Web's box office disaster has derailed Sony's future film plans. Says Madam Web's disastrous box office opening is likely to force Sony to rethink its approach to superhero films, according to industry veterans. And to back that up, King, cuz check this out, man. Now this is not updated. Madam Web is way lower now than
Yeah,
17%.
yeah.
And thanks to these guys, these are the two writers of these very, very awesome movies that came out here recently. Dracula Untold, 25% on Rotten Tomatoes. Last Witch Hunter, 18%. Madam Web, 17%, which is, like I said, it's lower than that now. I think it's like 11% or something now. Morbius, 15%. And man, the greatest movie of all time, Gods of Egypt, at 14%. Cuz,
They, I don't understand how they keep getting allowed to write these films. It's
hold on, let me
after.
read this. Let me read this real quick. We're gonna tie this into the whole thing. So, Madam Web producer already has ideas for a potential sequel. Madam Web producer Lorenzo, I'm not going to even try to pronounce his name, reveals he already has an idea for a potential sequel. If we got to do a sequel, one of the interesting things we would be able to see is Madam Web trying to master her new powers and often failing. I think that would make for good dramatic material where the person is still learning what they're doing. All right, cuz take it away before I go in.
That's what this first film should have been about.
You said what now?
Like
What was it again?
that's what this first film should have been about. She got
Didn't
the
did wasn't
powers.
she trying to master it and she kept failing? Okay, I'm sorry. Go
Yeah,
ahead. You
that's
saying?
what the whole thing was about. Like she just got brand new powers. Of course, she wouldn't master them immediately or understand them. Like once she got them, at that point, it should have been the whole focus on it. Her struggling to figure out how to use it. Like that, the back 3/4 of the movie should have been that right there. Is her figuring it out, and they didn't do that. They did something random. They couldn't speak of on Spider-Man or Peter Parker. They Uncle Ben. They had a dope Uncle Ben, and they failed to use him properly. They had a Aunt May up in it, or not even not Aunt May, but they spoke of Aunt
Maybe.
May. Like
Yeah.
it was, it's so frustrating, so frustrating. But these, like we said before, that was the type of movie that you just put out there to try to build something on. They failed on it as far as at least putting that. You needed to put out a decent movie to allow yourself to build on it. And all they did was just put out a movie. And it was terrible. And it's upsetting because uh, Madam Web character, especially like in the cartoons and the comic books, is a fantastic character. She is like wholeheartedly, she is a fantastic, well built character, but they failed to bring her on screen properly. I don't. I think they should have waited. We've talked about it. They should have waited on this until they actually were able to have Peter Parker on the screen with her. I think that would have been better, and should have also focused on what MCU and DCU have decided to do when it comes to we're not doing what is it I forgot what it's called, the origin story anymore. Like you get flashbacks of it, but it's not a true origin story anymore. You know, and they were doing too much of an origin story and not actually covering good information to move it forward. So they failed, and it's upsetting. What you got?
Hmm. Listen, man. You've heard me talk about this a million times with Sony. When Sony hits, they hit. You know, Spider-Man,
Yeah,
Spider-Man 2, Amazing
yeah,
Spider-Man, the Venom movies, right? They hit.
yeah.
But when they miss,
Woo.
they miss. Let's just put it like this for those who watch sports. Sony is the Tim Hardaway Jr. of movie industry, movie studios.
Jesus.
Like, sorry, the Spider, sorry, the Marvel side of Sony is the Tim Hardaway Jr. of the industry. Like, for you to sit here and put a movie out and you didn't even try. You saw what Morbius did. You saw what,
Mhm.
man, I put this back on the screen so people can see this, bro. This is ridiculous, man. Look at these numbers, bro. And you put a character out there that nobody knows about other than comic book fans. You put an obscure character out there, and the first thing you decide to do before you even started doing anything was hire these writers to write it. Now you see right there up on the Madam Web, that movie right there, cuz
Mhm.
that movie just released a couple years ago.
Yep.
You knew how bad it was.
Yep.
Who was the genius to go into the boardroom and say, you know what? I know we got this obscure character that nobody knows about. Let's go ahead and hire the same guy who wrote the movie that failed before this movie. Let's go ahead and
Yeah.
do that. Who said that? And then you come out with this right here, talking about this might have derailed it. You did it yourself. You self-sabotaged your own universe.
Yeah.
That's stupid. This movie was destined to fail because we talked about this a million times, right? We talked
Mhm.
about this.
Yep. They won.
From you hiring the writers. We talked about the fact that you only had one trailer.
Mhm.
The actors and actresses were confused about the movie in this direction. Like, listen, the lady who directed this movie, bro, you know this was her first directorial debut.
Yeah.
That was another issue. Your very first director debut, you direct this movie from writers who were
Terrible
terrible writers, and
with
then
the
you had a
obscure character.
and then you had the backing of a studio or lack thereof that was not really fully backing you.
Yeah.
Now, this woman might not never get another job again because
And it's not even her fault.
it's not even her fault.
They felt
Like,
her. They set her up for failure.
set that woman up for failure, bro. Like this. So for them to sit here and say, "Oh well, maybe we might have derailed our," you think?
Yeah.
You self-sabotage yourself.
Mhm.
Like, I don't understand this, bro. Like you said, Madam Web is not one of those characters. Like, I've never, now maybe I'm wrong. I've never seen a Madam Web standalone comic book before.
Yeah.
She's usually in someone else's story, bro. Like, she's
Yeah.
one of those characters where you have her in somebody's story. Like you said, she could
Yeah.
have been in the Spider-Man movie. You introduce her that way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why would you put a character that nobody knows anything about and give them their own movie and just crap the bed, bro? Like, you didn't even try.
Yeah.
Don't even try to make a good movie with this.
Yeah.
You started off with the two of the worst writers in Hollywood, bro, to make a movie of a character that nobody knows about, and you wonder why it failed, bro. This is stupid, man.
Yeah.
Like, this is why you hear people saying, "Man, just give Spider-Man to Marvel." This is why you hear this kind of stuff. It's like, Sony, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like,
And
I feel like they're the they're Lucasfilms, bro, because they're just making stuff, just be making stuff.
yeah.
You don't have a plan set out. You work with Kevin Feige hand in hand, bro, and you tell me you didn't pick up anything that this man has showed you. Like, damn, Kevin Feige maps out things. Kevin Feige
10 years out.
plans things out. Thank you. Plans things out, and he sticks with it. If something doesn't go right, he just tweaks it. He don't completely erase it. He tweaks it. You don't even do that. You know what? Let's do a Aunt May movie now.
Yeah.
We got Aunt May, right? Okay, cool. Let's do a J. Jonah Jameson movie. What the hell are y'all doing? Is this y'all making a universe with this? Like, y'all planning something with this? No, we just want to make that movie just to kind of make it just because we got the character. That makes no sense, bro. But what you about to say?
No, it's everything you said is hit right on the head. Is that's what's so annoying about it. The especially like with the MCU, like we talked about it. It's like, yeah, like even with Fantastic Four, with Disney buying portions of Fox. It was like, oh, it's pretty cool. Fantastic Four reverse back, and the mutants revert back to Marvel. But then also it's like, uh, it was pretty cool to have different studios doing the your Marvel movies because it could bring different ideas to the screen and not just your Disney movies. But with Sony failing like this, it's making me nervous that that's what's going to end up being forced. Because like if that ends up happening, I don't see us getting an animation like Spider Verse. You know that like
Yeah,
Sony's
you're right.
animation. I don't see anybody matching Spider Verse like that. Like that's how great it is. But when it comes,
How you can't? How
but
you
with
get
these
that
movies,
right, but you can't get the live action right? That's the part I don't get, cuz that's
yeah.
the
Well, they got good writers within there to
oh,
be
say that
able to
again. You
set
got
that
what
up.
now?
Good
Hmm.
writers to be able to set it up. Like
So you can hire good writers. Oh,
yeah.
okay. I mean, okay. I'm just asking because I mean, for what I'm seeing from this whole the live action stuff, it's like so. How can you get that right? You map that out,
Yeah.
but you can't do the live action like that.
I think it was two different people that did the hiring.
I guess so.
That's the only thing that makes
I guess
sense.
Amy Pascal did the live action hiring, and somebody else did the animated. I guess I don't know, bro. That's
that's
just
that's the only thing that makes sense to me because there's no way that this person that
the same.
hired
Yes.
that hired the animation team is the one that hired the live action team. Ain't no way. I'm not gonna believe it. I can't believe that.
Boy, I tell you. But you know what? On a better note, let's go ahead and get into this.
You're
Booster Gold has reportedly been cast for James Gunn's DCU. Cuz said, according to insider Daniel RPK, Booster Gold has already been cast for James Gunn's DCU. Some popular names been thrown into the mix include Chris Pratt of Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh, that'd be an interesting one.
yeah.
And Glenn Powell of Top Gun Maverick. You know what? I'm not mad at the Glenn Powell one, but
Yeah, that's who I want is Glenn.
bro, would you be surprised if it was Chris Pratt?
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised, but my choice would be Glenn.
Yeah,
My choice would be
yeah,
Glenn.
I could definitely. That's Glenn right there in the picture,
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I could
Yeah,
definitely see Glenn.
yeah. My choice would be Glenn, but yeah, I wouldn't be surprised with Chris. Uh, it's we're going to see. We're going to see how it goes. But oh man, it's going to be so interesting to see.
Booster Gold on the big
Yeah,
screen, bro. That's because I remember they supposed to be coming out with a kind of like a buddy cop type movie, with Blue and Gold. I'm hearing that they might still come out with that. That's what I'm
yeah,
hearing. I don't know how true that is, but if they come out with another Blue, if they come out with Blue and Gold, and on top of that, they said it's going to be not the Ted Core Blue Beetle. It's going to be the Jaime Reyes Blue Beetle. That's what I'm
yeah,
hearing.
yeah,
So if they do that, either way, you know what I'm saying? They do a Blue and Gold movie. I'm down for it.
yeah.
Especially if James Gunn is running it. I'm down for it. But yeah, man, if that's if they can sneak Booster Gold in without us knowing, bro, that's genius, bro. Especially in today's age, man, with everything now, everything gets leaked.
Yeah,
Like I
yeah.
don't know how they would have been able to sneak Booster Gold in like that, bro, without nobody knowing. Especially if it's Chris Pratt.
NDAs.
Like,
Yeah.
oh, I guess, yeah.
Everybody that walk onto the studio grounds has to sign an NDA.
I guess so,
Got
because man, that'd be the best kept secret of history of mankind, bro. How the heck you not? How do we not know Booster Gold was in this movie or whatever?
yeah.
But yeah, man, shout out to James Gunn and them, man. Here we go. Sony reportedly wants to rush Spider-Man 4 to release in 2025. According to insider CWGST, Sony wants to rush Spider-Man 4 to release in 2025, despite Kevin Feige having limited capacity. Marvel Studios is also reportedly struggling to decide whether to focus on a grounded story or a multiverse event featuring the return of Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire.
Keep it grounded. We need a neighborhood Spider Man.
Because
You got to also remember how successful the last movie was. These studios go off of numbers. So when they look at the numbers, they see that it was having Toby and Andrew on the screen helped it. Especially looking at social media, that's all people can talk about as well. So
but
I understand them having that struggle, as far as like, it was really successful. It was wildly successful, but also that's uh, that's what made that movie special, or what allowed it to be a little bit more special was the fact that he was moving back towards the neighborhood Spider-Man. That he didn't have the money or power behind him with Tony Stark and the Avengers. That it was just going to be him having to save his neighborhood. So, and that's what also is supposed to help build up your Daredevil and all of those characters as well. That everybody's just going to be in New York in different areas of Hell's Kitchen and all these different areas within New York. That's what's going to make it special. So I hope that Marvel sits down, decides to go grounded and talk Sony off the ledge as well. They just tell them, y'all decided to make that bad movie, not us. Whoever did that hiring, I need to talk to him about that as well as for the writing. But there's no need to rush projects just because your project didn't go as planned. Don't do it. Small changes, keep the faith, and keep it going. Because when you start making all these major changes, that's when you start stacking failures, and you need to just see what DCEU did. They kept making major changes and they kept stacking failures. Don't do that. Don't do that. Small changes, build your universe out 10 years with Marvel included, and you'll be able to go forward from there from that point.
You know what? I'm gonna be petty. If I was Marvel, I would give them back Spider-Man. Hey, you know what? If you want to do this, you want to make your little universe or whatever the case is, go ahead and take Spider-Man back. Y'all go do it because you need to read the room. Mm-hmm. You heard all these reports that we're trying to move away from the multiverse thing because it didn't work.
Yeah,
they're trying to keep things grounded. So why are you trying to force two things? Why are you trying to force him into shoehorn him into the slate when we already are packed? We're still trying to work things out. Because remember, we only got one movie coming out this year.
Yeah.
They're already having to push other movies within their time frame back already. And you're trying to shoehorn this into the middle of a time frame that's already packed right now, where we moving movies back. Then on top of that, like you just said, it's like they're trying to rush this out to get the stench of Madam Web out of their mouths. It's too late now. People are still talking about the Madam Web for failures right now, bro. So you putting out Spider-Man is not going to make people forget about that Madam Web movie. That's your fault. You did that to yourself by hiring those two. I'm sorry, I won't call them idiots. Hiring those two writers to do Madam Web. That's your fault. Don't put that on us. We're not the ones going to help clean your mess up. Now, if you are going to insert this character into my universe, you need to listen to me, because out of both of us, I think I have more success than y'all have. So I don't understand why they're trying to make it multiverse and drop it out next year. Hold on now. Like, you can't come in here and tell me how to run my universe. I'm successful. You not. So that's the part that gets me with this whole Sony thing, bro. Sony just keeps messing things up, bro. Like, I don't see Kevin Feige keeping Spider-Man much longer if this is gonna go this way. Because Kevin Feige stuff, he owns his stuff. He knows he got his stuff under control. I can't sit here and control my stuff and have to worry about your stuff too. And then on top of that, you having me, telling me to watch your child, and then you constantly telling me, no, don't do this, don't do that. Like, bro, then don't give me your child in here. You take your child back. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I feel. Like, you know, say if I was us, Marvel, like, bro, what are we doing? We're trying to step away from the multiverse. You're still trying to shove it down people's throat, bro. That makes no sense. So, like you said, oh yeah, they saw the success for how those two in that movie. You ended their story in that movie. We got the closure with those two guys. Let's move on now. Give Tom Holland his proper due with the Spider-Man movie, man. We still don't even know what this guy can do on his own because you shoehorning everybody in here, man, to take the attention away from him. It's his movie. It's not Andrew's and it's not Toby's, bro. Like, it's his movie. So why we can't just go ahead and let this man have his own movie? Like you said, ground it, make it a true, authentic Spider-Man movie, bro, which is what Kevin Feige and them are trying to do. Like you saw in that clip talking about, Kevin Feige and them don't know if they want to do multiverse or ground. No. I'm guaranteeing you, Kevin Feige didn't want to ground the character. We saw how it ended, like you said. We saw how it ended. They want to ground it, but you got Sony with their ultimate wisdom want to come in there and say, oh, no, make it this, make it that. And this is why y'all are failing right now. If I out of both of them guys, I'm listening to Kevin Feige. I'm not listening to you.
Oh, absolutely.
So, but there you go, cuz. Next story. James Gunn does not want Joe Manganiello back as Deathstroke. Joe says he met with James Gunn about playing Deathstroke in the DCU, but Gunn refused. Gunn reportedly told the actor to let it go when it was brought into conversation. Probably been brought into conversation. However, Jim Lee might be working on a graphic novel adaptation of Joe's scrapped Deathstroke original script. Cuz this does not mean that we not gonna see Deathstroke. This just means that Joe's version of Deathstroke is not going to be in the DCU. We never really got to. I'm still mad, cuz about that. We had a chance to have probably the greatest Batman movie of all time,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
and we will never get to see it on the screen, bro.
Between him and Ben Affleck on the screen, and it was going to be fantastic. It sucks him not being Deathstroke, coming back as Deathstroke, but I do hope we do get a Deathstroke, especially. Uh, I It would be so crazy if they do end up bringing him Deathstroke into Batman Brave and the
River
Bold.
Bowl.
Yeah, like that would be crazy. It's like that'd be crazy.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'll go.
I was just thinking. So with Joe's a big guy, right? I think he was a perfect match for Ben Affleck's Batman. Both of them as big as they both are. So once we find out the body type of the next Batman, then we'll probably get a good idea of the body type for Deathstroke, because it could be your tall, lean Batman or your big bruiser of a Batman. And then you get the Deathstroke to match it as well. So it's upsetting that it won't be Joe, but then also it brings a lot of like anticipation of who are they going to bring now for that role, and hopefully they will allow for more screen time as well. So looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too, bro. All right, man. Next up, man, we got Bone Beast director directed live action Masters of the Universe movie. Cuz he says while Travis Knight will be directing a live action Master of the Universe, Chris Butler will be rewriting the film's initial script. The film will be a reunion of Knight and Butler as they work together in Kubo and the Two Strings.
Oh man, Kubo was dope.
And Bumblebee was dope too.
Yeah.
I
I
know Butler didn't write that one, but yeah.
it's I'm okay. I'm here for it. I'm just trying to think of anything recent for Masters of the Universe.
Oh, the Netflix show.
Yeah. So I think they dropped just in time to clean up to get you anticipate the live action. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's yeah, Kudo. Oh yeah, yeah. I think they got good people. See, that's what you're supposed to do is bring in successful people to help build up uh, your different movies and titles and things like that, instead of just and with you bringing in successful people, some of it could end up being recycled as far as like just constantly the same people, but it should also allow for, if you do fail in an area, then you should mix in with the successful people. Like if you have some writers that's doing really great, one of those dudes from the failing Sony movies, just one of them, can sit at the table of the good writers. Don't necessarily have to have any ideas, but just sit them at the table so they can learn, things like that. But yeah, with this Master of the Universe, yeah, I want to see how that will come down as far as the live action. So I'm intrigued, highly intrigued.
Yeah, they got to make up for that Dolph Lundgren one in the 80s. Remember, I had the tape. Remember that back in the day.
Good. It's been that long since they've had a lot. Oh yeah, it's time. It's overdue. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
well
I
overdue.
told you if they can adapt it like that. What was it, 2005 He Man
Hmm.
Master of the Universe? They do it like that one. Then
Yeah,
sign me up, bro. Uh, animated one. I mean,
Yeah.
let's try to run through the rest of these here. Marvel has reportedly cast Henry Cavill in an unknown role. Says according to the insiders, Henry Cavill was offered and accepted an unknown role in the MCU. In the past, the actor has publicly expressed his desire to embody the role of Captain Britain, having previously portrayed Superman in the DCU universe.
I'm ready for it. This dude needs to stay on screen, especially for these type of movies. It was upsetting that he will don the cape anymore, even if it would have been like a flashback or a black suit event within the Superman movie. But for him to be with the MCU, I'm looking forward to it. Just very curious of what character it is, and please don't kill him off. Give us some more movies with him in it. So I'm intrigued to see what role they end up putting him in.
Now I know this. I know people say this is too on the nose with Captain Britain. But what if this was too on the nose? What if they casted him to be Hyperion?
Oh yeah, that would be on the nose.
That would be on the nose. I was telling my wife that because she don't know. I was like, so she asked me who he was. Like, so
Yeah,
Hyperion is literally,
yeah, Superman.
literally Superman in the in Marvel, man. I said
Yeah,
because of course, like you said, you want him as Cyclops. A lot of people throwing that idea out there because they're gonna reboot the X-Men and all that.
yeah,
So a lot of people want Cyclops. Of course, people have been tying him to Captain Britain because
yeah,
he was Superman. He's British.
yeah.
But I was like, what if they just like really went on the nose and casted him as Hyperion? I was thinking that when I heard this story, I was like, that would be, man. Listen,
That would
do
be
you know how
funny.
crazy that would be?
That would be funny.
Bro, that would be like a FU to DC, bro. If they did that, bro.
Yeah.
That would be hilarious, bro. That would be hilarious. They cast him as Hyperion, bro. But I was
She
like, I
said, I
don't,
don't want to act right with him.
bro. Like, oh, she's not gonna do him right. We got him over here. Come on, you can be
Yeah.
Superman over here. But I don't know. I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know. I don't see them doing Hyperion because they're gonna have Century.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I don't know. But that, bro, I thought about that the other day. I said, bro, that would be hilarious if they
Yeah,
made
that
that
would
dude
be.
Hyperion, bro. That the internet would lose it, bro, if they did that. Some more Sony news, cuz. So live action Miles Morales film will come after Spider-Man 4. Says Spider-Verse producer Chris Miller clarified that the live action Miles Morales film will come after Tom Holland's Spider-Man 4. This was in response to Amy Pascal's comments that the film will come after two more Spider-Man films. Being the highly anticipated sequel Beyond the Spider-Verse. Oh, you finally get your wish, cuz.
Oh, I knew it was coming. It was no way that they wasn't going to do a live action Miles Morales. It was no way. I hope this isn't part of the reason why they're trying to push Spider-Man 4, because you don't need to.
Oh
It just
yeah.
needs to be organic. It just needs to be organic. As long as it's organic as far as timeline, and it just fits properly into the sequence, I'm okay with it. Please don't let that be the reason why you're trying to rush it, because I can see that being part of it.
Yeah, I didn't
You
think about that till you just said it, bro.
Yeah, because you see how successful Spider Verse is. You just want to ride that gravy train. Please don't rush it. Please, like, really, I don't want this ruined. I don't need this ruined. I need a great live action Miles Morales. So I'm Please,
I,
Sony, take your time and let it be organic.
I think too. I think what this is going to end up happening because man, we heard those reports, not report. We heard from like Tom Holland talking about maybe stepping down from Spider Man one day, not doing it for his whole life.
Mm-hmm.
I think what they're trying to do it too is kind of hurry up and get Tom Holland out of there, and then get Miles Morales moving forward. Which I told
Yeah,
you before, I feel like we still didn't get the true Spider Man with Tom Holland. So if they're
yeah,
going that route, I feel like we're getting cheated with that too. But Sony is in a hurry to get things going, bro. What it looks like, man. I just hope that they don't mess this up, man, because you can definitely damage his character, bro, if you don't do
yeah,
it right. So
exactly.
it's on the character you have. You don't have multiple characters to build off of, like a DC or a Marvel. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
If you're not gonna handle this character right, you need to give it up, man. Let somebody else run it.
Yeah.
But yeah. Fantastic Four will no longer feature a female Silver Surfer. According to the insiders, Marvel's Fantastic Four will no longer feature a female Silver Surfer. It was reported late last year that the film would introduce a female Herald of Galactus as a villain, which is not Silver Surfer.
Mm.
Said, though it appears this idea has been scrapped, the studio is currently looking for an actor to play the role. So that's what I'm saying. Because like they keep saying female Silver Surfer, which I mentioned that before.
Yeah.
Galactus had heralds that were females. He has a ton of heralds. It's not just Silver Surfer. It just says Silver Surfer the most famous one
Yeah.
that kind of spun off and been his own character. But he had female heralds. It's not necessarily a female Silver Surfer. That's two different things.
Yep.
So I don't know why they kept saying female Silver Surfer where they could have just made a female herald. So
Yeah. It sounds like it's just people not knowing the source, not knowing the proper phrasing of it. So hope this allows it to get cleaned up, especially before Fantastic Four drops as well. So looking forward to this. But you already know, like this is a major movie for Marvel because it's going to be one of the first ones out the box. Um, so after Deadpool and Wolverine, so I'm glad they got that cleaned up.
amen. Here we go with this story again, cuz Marvel's Blade could be delayed further to 2026. According to THR, Marvel's Blade could be delayed even further to 2026. Mahershala Ali is reportedly very happy with the current direction of the script. It's unlikely Marvel Studios will release 4 films in 1 year again, especially given Bob Iger's mandate to slim down the slates.
Well, they also talked about using their more successful and big names, so that's why Blade is a big name. It hasn't. It was successful because it's what helped launch Marvel. But I guess it's with it being so long since they've actually had a Blade movie. That's why they're fluid with it. But Blade is massive, and them constantly pushing it back. It's like, yeah, just give us a new Blade, someone new to play Blade, because Mahershala won't be able to play that long at the rate that it's going, and it's unfair to him and to us, the fans, to constantly push it back to where we have him less available for Blade. So we bring him back as Cottonmouth.
I mean, if you ain't gonna do that, yeah, bring him back as Cottonmouth. I'm with you. All right, man. Oh, and I still think this movie's gonna be made because
Yeah, and it's I get it. I used to argue with you about it, and now it's like it's hard to argue.
I tell you, Marvel is still looking for characters to lead its universe forward. Says according to THR, Marvel Studio is still looking for characters and actors to carry its universe forward. The exit of Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans has left the studio with a few franchises and primary characters the audience are familiar with and would feel connected with. Yeah, we talked about that before, bro. Like I said, I think a lot of that has to do with how Bob Chapek was running things over at Disney.
Mm-hmm.
The fact I think we talked about it. You didn't give folks time to kind of grow with the characters. You throw this character out next, throw this character out next, throw this character out next. You know, we didn't get time to grow with them the same way we did with the first 3 phases of Marvel. So, I could definitely see it, man. Now, who is gonna be? I don't know. I don't know who it's gonna be, but I mean, they definitely got to find somebody to kind of lead this thing forward, man. But what you think, bro?
Yeah, it's a tough one. I think that's why they're probably hoping to be a combination of Pedro or they can end up if they do put Henry Cavill as Cyclops, then it could be end up being him with X-Men moving forward. So that's why they do have a major. They're at the crossroads for the
No
phases.
Bone Thugs.
Yeah, with the phases moving forward, because you have to have that major character. Because yeah, you had your Iron Man, you had your Captain America, and now it's time to especially moving forward towards your X-Men and your Fantastic Four. So you need people that will be able to hold their own. We'll see. It's gonna be
Yeah.
tough.
All right, man. That's all the quick hits, man. Like I said, I know it was a long one because we had about 2 weeks worth, and that
Yeah,
wasn't even everything, y'all.
yeah,
So
yeah.
so yeah. So cuz only one thing to do, man, before we get to the questions in the comments, man.
What you got?
What you out here watching, man? Let them know.
Listen. Caught up with Halo last night. Season 2 has been fantastic. It's been different, but it's been fantastic. All the same. A lot more. Yeah. If you haven't watched Halo, just watch it. Season 2 has been fire. Watch the Avatar. This one was fantastic. They held much closer to the animation, as well. The characters, the storyline was really well done. The animation, the graphics, the CGI was done really well. Like they actually took their time with this movie. Congrats to Netflix on putting together a really great show. I enjoyed it. Can't wait for season 2 to drop as well. And then, of course, I got my Disney Plus show, Bad Batch. Real don't care too much about it, but I love it. It's one of the shows that I make sure that I watch every week. It's the final season for it as well, which is sad, but it's a great show, and it's gonna be missed. It's To me, it's been one of Star Wars more consistent franchises as far as just being a great show to watch. So it's gonna be sad for once it hits that end.
Yeah, man. Listen, I kind of echo everything you just said. I watched pretty much the same stuff. I've been watching. Also, I've been watching. I don't know how to pronounce it. Ninja Kamu,
I forgot to watch that.
KAMU. Man, you got to watch that
Yeah.
show. Cause stop playing, bro. Go watch it. It's on HBO. I'm behind a couple episodes. I'm behind a couple episodes on Halo. So I'm gonna catch up on all those. I kind of did that on purpose. I missed last week because I was watching. I was at the game and stuff, so I didn't get to watch them.
Yeah.
And I kind of didn't watch them this week. I want to stack them up a little bit, so I kind of enjoy multiple episodes at once.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Ninja Kamu, the Halo, Avatar, man, Avatar Last Airbender. If y'all have not seen it, man, I need to watch it.
Yeah.
Man, it's a lot of people. Well, not a lot of people. There are some people complaining that it's not exactly like the cartoon, and it's just like, bro. First of all, it's only 8 episodes.
Yeah.
Second, there were 20 episodes or more in the original.
Yeah.
All they pretty much did was condense that season into 8 episodes and took out the filler.
Yeah.
They took the filler episodes out. You don't need that in the season.
Yeah.
And they were mad because certain things is like as far as like Sokka being like a womanizer and all that stuff and all took that out. That doesn't mean anything. It still was a good show on its own, man.
Yeah.
You still felt like that was Sokka
Yeah.
in the show. So I don't understand why people are complaining about that. But like you said, man, for what man, the action was excellent. The bending was terrific, bro.
Yeah.
Like this is light years better than the M Night Shyamalan Last Airbender, bro. Like
Yeah.
that was trash. This one is more closely related to the source material. So
Yeah.
so shout, like you said, shout out to Netflix. Like Netflix usually with their show. I'm not saying all of them, but for the most part, their shows are pretty good. They do pretty good in their shows. It's the movies they strike out on. So
Yeah.
and like you said, I'm ready for season 2 on that one, bro. And I think that's it. Oh, bro, I'm nowhere close because I didn't even know Netflix is steady dropping out new episodes of One Piece. So I'm so far behind. It's like 1,000 episodes, bro. I'm only on 188 now,
Jeez.
or 189 of season 7. So I got a long way to go. I'm ready to get to the new episodes. I'm just so far off, bro. I'm thinking about skipping, but I feel like I'm gonna miss something.
Yeah.
I kind of hate that I was late to the whole One Piece thing, bro. But because of the One Piece show, the live action show, is what got me onto One Piece, the animated. The animated. Sorry, the anime or the manga of One
Yeah.
Piece. So That's why I'm just like, bro, I'm trying to get through it so I can get caught up and everything, but and they steady dropping out new shows. Like, thank you, Netflix, you push me further down the line.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that's what I've been watching, man. All right, man, let's get to some of these questions and comments. It's a long show.
Yeah.
Oh my bad. Black Noir, what up, man? What up? Noah. He says, I'm glad Garrett Edwards is directing Jurassic Park, but I
Same,
do
same.
miss Steven Spielberg directing the movies. Such a legend. Yeah, man. He ain't
Yeah.
been the same since he directed it, man. The first original Jurassic Park. He
Yeah.
just been a producer on the movies after that. But yeah. Noah says, Sony Animation Films is always fire. So I'm excited. Yes, sir.
Yep.
Probably just try to skim through some of these. Let's see. Oh, okay. Noah says Madam Web is the biggest flop in Marvel's history. I had a feeling when I watched the trailer that it ain't gonna be good, but I didn't think it was gonna be
That
this
bad.
bad. Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, because you only saw one trailer, Noah. How
Yeah.
many movies you know of that caliber only having one trailer?
Mm.
That's not a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was terrible, Home Latte. It was terrible. You didn't miss nothing, bro. If you didn't see it.
Yeah.
Let's see.
They trying to ruin it. They're
Yeah,
doing everything
definitely.
they can.
Noah says I feel like Morbius wasn't bad. It was just the writing in there. Yeah, the whole backstory was cool, and the fight scenes in the movie. It was just the writing, like Madam Web. Yeah, because they have the exact same writers. Noah, that's why
Yeah. Yeah.
the exact same writers. That's why it was so bad.
Yep.
Like Cuz said, I don't know how these guys keep getting the job.
That part.
Let's see. Noah says Madam Web should have brought a character that people knows. A lot of people don't know Madam Web exactly, except in the comics exactly. So
Yeah.
people is already not going to know she is, know who she is, and the movie was bad. Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like for a character like that a lot of people don't know, you would think that they would do their due diligence and kind of treat this with kid gloves,
Yeah.
but they didn't. Like you from the jump, you hiring the writers, you already knew what time it was with this movie, man.
Yeah.
So, and also said, "Real, I agree. I could see Sony making an Aunt May movie." No, you being funny. They really were talking about doing an Aunt May movie. I was saying that based off of what we heard years ago. They really were talking about doing an Aunt May movie. As a matter of fact, uh,
That's
did they
funny.
joke? Didn't they? No, wait. They joked about that in something. I can't remember what I was watching. They joked about it. Yes, no, they really were talking about doing an Aunt May movie. Like, bless you. They really were talking about doing an Aunt May movie like years ago, bro. Like years
That's,
ago. So that's why whenever I heard them doing this Madam Web movie, I wasn't surprised. He says the Jason Kidd run Sony or hired the writers for Madam Web because they're sabotaging themselves. Yeah, man, what it
yeah.
feels like, huh? Jesus, bro. Like Sony not even trying. TGK, what up, man? Let's see. Oh,
Uh, Craven's a superhuman, superpowered hunter. Goes after supervillains, superheroes as well. He goes after Spider-Man, but mainly supervillains. To outside of the video game, I'm not sure where you would go to get a better idea as far as like to
Craven.
watch.
I've been
Yeah,
say if you want to read something, hold my latte, go read Craven's Last Hunt. It's one of the greatest comic book. It's one of the greatest Spider-Man stories of all time.
yeah.
That'd be the best interpretation of Craven right there. Craven's Last Hunt.
There you
Let's see. Hold my latte says it's my first time here. Want to show real support since mass basketball has ruined my mental. Yeah, man. Doing this show definitely is like a palate cleanser, sure, man. Because
go.
Jesus, boy, Jason Kidd, man. But yeah, you right, hold my latte. Noah says I love Toby and I guess Garfield, but I don't want to see it. I want to see a neighborhood Spider-Man and bring a villain everybody knows in the movie. I don't want to
Yeah.
see no Doctor Strange magic and stuff. I'm with you, Noah.
Exactly.
We heard those rumors
Behind
about
it.
Scorpion and all that. We haven't seen Scorpion on the big screen yet, which I'm surprised we haven't seen him yet.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like you said, make it grounded, make him a neighborhood Spider-Man, bring a villain that we know, bring Scorpion and maybe somebody else, maybe no, I can't say Vulture. We already have Vulture. Hobgoblin or something.
Yeah.
And let's get this thing going, man. Like, just keep the thing grounded, keep it within New York.
Yeah.
So yeah, I agree. Let's see. Noah says Madam Web is already out there, so I don't care if they drop Spider Man. We ain't going to forget how bad Madam Web was. If they rush this movie, it could be worse than Madam Web. Thank you, Noah.
Yeah.
Like you just throwing it out there, just throw it out there. Like, see, hey guys, look, we got Spider Man.
Yeah, exactly. But
Like,
nah,
just
it
forget
don't
about
make
that over there. Like, bro, you literally just dropped that movie last year. Like, no.
yeah,
We still remember that movie.
exactly.
No matter if you just dropped this movie out. Is this movie good? I mean, it's Spider Man. No. Is it good? Is it good? That's what we want to know. Stop trying
Exactly.
to rush stuff. Let's see. Yeah. Hope Malata says Spider Man hasn't done the storyline with Venom at all. But what they keep telling us is going to be happening very, very soon. We've been hearing that for years too. It's going to happen
Yeah,
soon. It's going to happen
yeah.
soon. So I mean, I
Mm,
don't know. Like I said, I don't know what Sony doing. If I was Marvel, I know people don't want to see Spider Man go, but if you're gonna halt or derails Marvel going forward, then you can just
yeah,
take Spider Man back. Y'all can mess that up over there. You're not gonna sit there and taint our reputation because you know what's not fair. People thinking because of the failure of Madam Web, guess who that falls on?
oof,
Falls on Marvel.
yeah.
You know how many people I've seen online blaming Marvel for Madam Web, and it had nothing to do with it.
It's crazy.
That's what I'm talking about when I say like when Sony makes these idiotic plans or do this idiotic things that falls back on Marvel, even though Marvel had nothing to do with Madam Web.
Yeah,
Kevin Feige and them don't own the rights to Marvel to Madam Web. That is Sony.
yeah,
So when Sony does this stupid stuff, that falls on Marvel for no reason at all. It's not their fault at all. So that's what I'm saying. Like if you want to mess it up and want to rush Spider-Man out and put Tobey Maguire in them just say you got him in there,
yeah,
then go ahead do this. Take your product back over there. You go run it over there. You're not gonna mess us up over here. We already got a lot on our plate right now. We're trying to clear out or whatever, right? And you're gonna try to add that, throw that extra stuff on our plate.
yeah.
Take it back over there if you want to mess it up, man. Don't bring it over here. We're trying to fix our stuff right now. Can't fix
Mhm.
ours and yours too. That's not how that goes down. Noah says, what else does Toby and Garfield need to do in Spider-Man movie? They
Yeah,
done everything they need to do in the last Spider-Man movie. They're just trying to get attention off of Madam Web. I guess is what that's a good point, Noah. It's probably what they're trying to do too.
yeah. At this point,
It's what it feels like. And Home Malati says, I feel the No Way Home is a farewell for the old Spider-Man, for the old Spideys and characters. Yeah, that's what I feel like. You did it perfectly.
yeah,
We got to
exactly.
see him.
The proper send off.
The proper send off. Like, what are we doing, bro? Like, and on top of that, like I said, you brought those guys over here off of an accident. How you gonna bring them over here now?
Yeah, yeah,
Like, I tell you, bro. Hope My Latte says, I just tell the fans that we are moving on and saying goodbye to those OG characters, or maybe leave a small part of the story for secret. Thank you, no, Hope My Latte. Thank you. If you're gonna do it that way, just save it for Secret Wars. Because matter of fact, there's
Mhm.
already a rumor that those guys might be coming back for Secret Wars.
And I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with that. That makes sense because you're doing a multiverse story.
Yeah,
So I'm okay with that. Keep this part grounded. Or if you want to do that, or do this. If you want to bring those guys back, you bring them back in an end credit leading to Secret Wars.
yeah,
That gets everybody hyped up for Secret Wars, and it also gets everybody hyped up with the notion that they're going to see these guys again.
yeah,
Don't make another movie with them in it. Make an end credit, and then you lead them into Secret Wars. That's what you should do if you're
yeah,
going to do it that way. So yeah, I agree. Hold my latte. Noah says, real I agree. I forgot Tom Holland is in the movie sometimes. Sony never lets Tom has his own movie, it feels like. They add Doctor Strange, Toby, Andrew, Tony Stark. Does Sony understand Tom and Spider-Man? Hey man, Noah.
hmm
Listen, like this, and the funny part about it is when we reported those stories a while back, right? That Sony and Marvel were at an impasse. They didn't know which direction to go. Sony wants to bring back, Toby and Andrew, but
yeah,
then Marvel wants to keep it grounded, and Tom wants to keep it grounded too, and make it into a real traditional old style Spider-Man movie.
exactly.
And there's a reason why Tom wants that. Does he? I'm guaranteeing he doesn't feel like he's truly Spider-Man yet because you got this extra stuff in there.
hmm
Let us get the feel of him being Spider-Man like we did with those first two guys. And then we
Yeah,
can start grading him on his merits of, hey man, is he up there with them guys? Is he better than these guys in Spider-Man? We don't know that yet because he didn't really truly get his own Spider-Man movie with somebody else in there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly, Jackson. That's what I said. Let's see. He said, well, I said, if your time will leak the script.
Yeah, that's funny.
Let's see. Let's see. Noah says Marvel just forgot, just forget about Blade. By the time they push it back, I'm not gonna care about it. I'll still be excited, but I gotta wait like 3 years to see. It's just ridiculous. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
And it's not 3 years anymore. No, they pushed this thing back for about. They came up with this back in before the pandemic, I think.
yeah, yeah. It was right before the pandemic, and
So
it's
it's been a while, man. It's been a
yeah,
while. Oh, he said, oh yeah, he said I mixed up Blade and Slade from DC. No, yeah. No, Blade the vampire
yeah,
hunter and Slade is Deathstroke from
yeah,
yeah, from DC. Noah says I don't know who is going to hold their own for Marvel. America is gone and Iron Man. So I don't know. Maybe Doctor Strange. All his movies have been great. So maybe him or the Fantastic Four. I don't see Doctor Strange. I mean, as far as like well,
he,
I don't see him as a leader though.
yeah. Not for this.
Yeah, not for this. Like we saw Iron Man and Captain America be leaders, right? But I
Yeah,
don't see him. I see more Doctor Strange kind of being his own thing and
yeah,
doing his own thing. You know what I'm saying? So I know people keep saying it's gonna be Doctor Strange. I just don't see it being Doctor Strange.
yeah,
And we don't see the Hulk enough because the Hulk doesn't have his own standalone movie. So
yeah,
I don't know, man. It's gonna be interesting who maybe they probably make it Sam probably because Sam is Captain America now. So we'll see how that goes.
yeah. That'd be interesting.
Noah says, I was wondering, do y'all know what the third eye of Doctor Strange means at the end of part 2? Does it mean he's good or he's bad now? I don't know what Marvel is going to do as far as in the movies, but in the comics, it wasn't a bad thing. It was another source of power that he used
Yeah,
in the comics. Um, it kind of also helped increase his power. I don't know what direction they're going to go with in that. They might forget about the third eye. I don't know. Probably act like it didn't exist, but
yeah,
as far as in the comics, it wasn't a bad thing. He wasn't a bad guy or anything, but it was another source of power that he kind of tapped into. So
yeah.
yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Oh yeah, and TGK said I need to be caught up on. I need to be caught up on Halo. Like yeah, man.
Yo, Halo is some serious right now. Yeah,
Yeah, I do too. I'm 2 episodes behind now. TGK. I'm 2 episodes behind. Uh, I hope my lot says Bully McGuire gonna save the MCU. Trust man. Listen, and then he says just like how Nico saved the Mavs again.
yeah,
Hey, Tom Holland trying to be Nico, man, but Sony is being Jason Kidd right now, man.
yeah,
So
yeah. That part.
Homalate says, "Real, do you watch anime or any cartoon?" Man, yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I
across
definitely,
the board, both.
yeah,
Both.
I've been watching One Piece. So as far as the anime, and it's like Ninja Kamu or something like that. It's Kamui.
Mm,
I've been watching that too. So yeah, I love anime, bro. I'm
yeah,
a huge Dragon Ball Z, One Punch Man, um, Big O, Gundam. You know, the list goes on, bro. Like I love anime. Oh shoot, like even to the movies, you know, you got Baki. You got one of my favorite anime movies is crap. What's the name of the movie? I'm blanking. Akira.
yeah,
I love that movie. I've seen that a million times. I know they've been trying to come out with a live action movie for that, and that didn't work. Cowboy Bebop didn't like the
yeah.
live action, but the anime
The
anime
animation was, yeah, the anime
is
was good.
fire, bro. It's fire. And probably some other ones I just can't think off the top of my head right now. But yeah, man, I love anime.
Yeah,
No, I have not. TGK. I've heard great things about it though.
yeah, me too.
I got to
See,
go back and rewatch Doom 1 though before I see that one. So
try to talk about it next weekend.
yeah, I might try to go see that, man, sometime. If I can't, then I'll probably let you talk about it.
Okay.
Noah says, "Real, I thought you was tripping about Marvel making an Aunt May movie. Ain't no way, man. I'm trying to tell you, bro, that they're gonna make a multi universe of Aunt May going in time, saving other Aunt May, man.
Yeah,
This was like years ago, Noah. This is kind of around the time. This is like before. Matter of fact, it was. So
Yeah,
remember the Sony leaks?
yeah, yeah,
That's when it was. When they had the Sony leaks. They had one of the leaks that came out was Sony was talking about doing an Aunt May movie. You can't make this up, Noah.
yeah. That's wild.
Yeah, they were talking about doing it, bro. And Homolate says, "Oh my God, DBZ fan too. Who's your favorite character? I'm a huge Gohan fan. Episode, especially Super Saiyan 2. Cuz speaking Cuz
Tingo Han.
language.
Tingo
But
Han. It's my favorite character all time for Dragon Ball Z.
I know this is gonna be cliche, but Goku's my favorite, bro. Goku's my favorite, especially after watching Dragon Ball Super.
Yeah.
Like he's definitely my favorite, bro. But yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. And TGK says is Iron Man and Thanos coming back. I heard rumors. So I heard that rumor too, TGK, that Thanos is coming back. It might be for like Secret Wars or something, man, with like
Yeah.
some multiverse stuff. So I would be surprised if all of them come back.
Yeah.
I still believe that Robert Downey Jr. and them at some point gonna come back, bro. So I would not be surprised if they all come back for Secret Wars.
Yeah.
So we'll definitely see, man. And then he says, "Who's the top 3 remaining villains in Marvel that have not appeared on screen yet?" Ooh, that's a good question, bro. Cuz favorite Mephisto. We still technically haven't seen
It's
Mephisto.
at all. Yeah.
Galactus and Doctor Doom.
Dr. Doom. I can't wait.
Yeah,
can't
those
wait.
probably 3. Supposedly, Doctor Doom and Galactus are supposed to be in the Fantastic Four, so we're gonna see.
Yeah. That's
And I
gonna
don't
be
know about
good.
Mephisto. We keep hearing rumors about Mephisto, but I don't know if we're gonna ever get Mephisto. I hope we do. That'd be
Yeah.
nice. But yeah. All right, guys, it's gonna probably do it for us, man. We definitely appreciate everybody geeking out with your boys, man, for another episode of Cuz We Geek, man. Here,
Yeah.
uh, like I said, we'll be back next Saturday, guys. Shout out to Jackson in the background. We'll be back here, guys, again next Saturday, man. Talk about all things geeked. You already know what time it is, man. Listen, man, it is your boy Real.
It's your boy Will, and what is it?
Yes, sir, guys. We'll be back. Stay geeked, and we out.
Later.